Hey guys, it's Olivia Turk, Miss Ohio Teen USA, and today I'm taking over Snapchat. And I'll be doing a Q&A session later tonight, so be sure to send your questions to the account below, which is my Instagram, or you can send it directly to the Snapchat account. So the first thing that I do every single morning is open my window because I have a beautiful view of the golf course, and I'll show you guys. So second thing that I do in my day is brew my first cup of coffee for the morning, and I'm absolutely obsessed with coffee. I love it, and I can't function on a normal day without it. So now that I have my coffee in hand, I can actually start my day, and I have a full day planned for you guys. I'm very type A, so everything's scheduled. So our beautiful reigning Miss Teen USA, Catherine Hike, does a little segment every so often called Catherine's Corner, and I thought I'd put my own little twist on it for my Snapchat day. So growing up with a name that starts with the letter O is always really hard when you're playing name games because there's not a lot of words that start with O, but I did my best. So I'd like to welcome you all to the first installment of Olivias Oasis. So you may be wondering why we're doing 9 facts instead of 10, and it's because my lucky number is 9. I was born on the 9th of February, and I try to incorporate it into everything. Fact number 2, I'm 18 years old, turned 18 in February, so I can vote in this upcoming election, and I voted for my first primary in the spring. Après étudiant la langue pour 5 ans, je parle français, which means after studying the language for 5 years, I can speak a little French. So fun fact number 4 is that I'll be attending Yale University in the fall to double major in molecular biology and French literature. Like any true nerd, I love Harry Potter, and I've been officially sorted into my house, which is Gryffindor. So fact number 6, it's a question I get a lot, is what's my ethnicity? And I'm biracial, so I'm half African American and half white. Fact number 7 about me is that I've lived in Ohio my entire life. I've actually only moved houses once, and I've been in the same school district since I was in kindergarten. So fun fact number 8 about me, I absolutely love traveling. It's one of my favorite hobbies, and I've been to 9 countries and 23 states. So last fact number 9 about me is that I absolutely love to go laser tagging with my family. It's our favorite activity, and it's a fun, active way to get out and spend time together. So that's the ending of the first installment of Olivia's Oasis, but 2 more episodes are coming your way today, and keep sending in those questions. So something that I love to do on my mornings if I'm not busy is take my little dog with me to go get my coffee because he gets his own little cup of whipped cream and it's super cute. So we successfully made it in the car. Now we're on our way to Starbucks. He's a little finicky, so I couldn't put him in his car seat, but he's excited. Are you excited for your whipped cream? Huh? Yeah, are you excited? So while we're waiting, because somebody's drink order is taking forever, this is Preston, Fluffy Pants Turk, and he's my little baby. So we are back home now, and I just wanted to show you guys my little baby car. His name is Johnny, after my favorite actor, Johnny Depp, and I have something cool to show you guys when we get upstairs. So I'm back home, but we need to be at our first destination by about 9:15. So I'm going to get ready really fast, and then I'll see you guys later. So I'm dressed and ready to go to our first destination, but first I wanted to show you this. It's a guitar pick, and Johnny Depp played it at his concert Tuesday night. And when I say I'm a Johnny Depp fan, I'm a huge fan. I've seen all of his movies multiple times, and getting that guitar pick, I might have cried on the way. So our first destination is the Columbus Zoo today. It is rated #1 by Newsweek, and I've been coming since I was a little kid. That's something we're very, very proud to support. Hi, Nora. So we just saw baby Nora, which is the newest addition to the polar bear exhibit, and now we're off to Heart of Africa. Okay, so as we're walking to the next exhibit, I have someone very special to introduce, which is my mom. Hi, Snapchat! And we're headed to the next exhibit. So now we're off to see my favorite animal, the rhino. So, little story from my childhood. Every single day, my mom would take me to the zoo because all I wanted to see was the rhinos. We would come, I would see the and then I'd be satisfied. So I was ready to leave. And still to this day, I'm always satisfied coming to the zoo if I see the rhino and I'm good to So we just got back in the car and now we're gonna run by the house to pick up my little sister for lunch. So I'm back home now, but it's really hot out, so I'm gonna change before we go to lunch. But here's a message from Paige, the North Dakota teen from yesterday.
Hey guys, it's Paige, the teen from yesterday. I'm really sorry I didn't get to finish out my night. There were some technical difficulties, but thank you for watching and make sure to follow me on social media.
Okay, so we just picked up my little sister.
Hi Snapchat.
And now we're off to downtown Columbus for my favorite spot for lunch, North Star. So while we're waiting for our food, I'd like to play a little game in the second episode of... Okay, so I'm going to tell you 2 truths and 1 lie. So first, I'm the first in my family to go to an Ivy League school. My favorite color is pink, and I hate snorkeling. So we just finished up lunch, and now we're going into downtown Columbus for a little surprise. So we made it to our second destination of the day, which is the Ohio Stadium, where our famous Ohio State Buckeyes team plays during their fall football season. So, fun fact about this stadium, it was created by Howard Smith. He was the architect, and it was modeled after 2 football stadiums, Harvard and Yale. On the freeway. I have no idea. You know, we should know where we're going. So our third destination is Jacobin Farms. It's a little farm I've been coming to since I was little, where I used to pick pumpkins, pick strawberries in the summer, and buy local goods. Alright, so we just got back from Jacobin Farms, and I thought now would be a great time to tell you which was the lie and which were the truth. So a couple of you guys guessed the lie. It was that my favorite color is pink. My favorite color is actually purple because amethyst is the birthstone for my birthday, which is February. So that means that I'm the first in my family to attend an Ivy League school, and I hate snorkeling. So I would love to attend Yale Medical School after my undergraduate years, so I volunteer at my local hospital a couple times a week to try to gain experience. So with that being said, Thursday is one of the days that I volunteer, so I'm going to go get ready for my shift. So this is the hospital where I volunteer. It's called the Dublin Methodist Hospital, and I'll tell you more about my job in the next snap. I've been volunteering at this hospital since my junior year of high school, and I started out as a nurse server, which is stocking supply carts for the patient rooms. And then, because I loved it so much and I was here so often, I actually got to train new volunteers to do my job. And then I was lucky enough to get the volunteer position of research assistant for one of our robotic surgeons here, so I help him file all paperwork and work with patient files. So that's what I'll be doing for the rest of the summer in terms of volunteer work, and I'll show you guys the building. And first, before I show you the building, just so you guys know, I'll be gone for about an hour because of confidentiality reasons. We're not allowed to film inside. Hey guys, I'm back on Snap for the rest of the evening. Sorry it took a little over an hour. I was flooded with paperwork when I got there, but I have something to show you about the truth about Ohio. So as you can tell, it has started to rain. You missed my little run to the car because my phone was dying, but we have about 3 seasons in every day here. So we started with a spring-like morning. It was really nice and cool out. We went to the sweltering heat of summer. It rained while I was in the doctor's office, and now... So I'm back home from the hospital, and before my mom and I start cooking dinner, I wanted to give a little more background on where I'm from. So the town that I live in is called Dublin. It's a northwest suburb of Columbus, which is the capital of Ohio, and it was named after Dublin, Ireland. Dublin is known for its annual memorial golf tournament. Professional golf players from all across the country come and play, and I live on the practice course. And thank you all for sending in questions and comments throughout the day. I promise I will get to as many of them as I can starting at 9 tonight. So we just finished making up dinner, and something that's really important to my family is to eat all together. So we always try to make a big effort for all 4 of us to eat. In addition to that, we also don't bring phones to the table so that we can have meaningful conversations at the table. So I'll be leaving my phone here, and see you guys later. Okay, so now that dinner's over, I'm going on a walk with my dad.
Hi, Snapchat.
And then we'll head back to the house. So I just got back from my walk, and before I go out to get ice cream with one of my close friends, I've been getting a lot of questions on how to enter the state pageant, and I'll give you more information on the next snap. So if you're interested in entering the teen pageant, you can just visit the link below, which is MissOhioTeenUSA.com, and there will be more information on there. 2 things I always say when someone's interested in competing is the first, that you don't need any experience. There are a lot of first timers, and 2, to try it because it's an amazing fun weekend. Alright, so my best friend just texted me that she's on her way to come pick me up for ice cream for my favorite place, Jenny's Ice Cream. It's natural, it's amazing, and it started out as a local business. Action shot! So I just got back for ice cream, which means it's time for the 3rd and final installment of... So I wrote down as many questions as I could throughout the day, and if your question gets answered, then I'll do my best to send you one of my autograph cards. So Lucy asked me a couple of questions. The first answer is that I'm 5'7", and then my workout routine consists of only weight training. My roommate for Miss Teen USA is the beautiful Miss Michigan Teen USA, Anjanae Wells. I absolutely love my Miss Queen Megan. I feel like we have the same brain. We booked the same flight back from Vegas. We booked the same dentist appointments at the same time, and we're both Harry Potter fans. So in terms of the change to activewear from the swimsuit competition, I'm so excited to participate in this new change, and I think that it's really an opportunity for IMG to change the definition of what it means to be a pageant girl. I think that the stereotypes out there are inflated by the swimsuit competition, and this activewear will just be a nice new change. So interview is my favorite phase of competition. It's where I've always felt most comfortable with the judges, even when I was a first timer. So my favorite wardrobe piece is going to be coming up at Miss Teen USA this year. It's my evening gown from my dress sponsor, Henry's Cloud 9. I started in pageants in 7th grade. I got a letter in the mail. I decided to compete. I made top 15 my first year, and I've had the pageant bag ever since. So I've been asked this a couple times. I don't play any sports now. I used to play tennis when I was in middle school, but I have scoliosis, so it's really hard on my back to play sports. My absolute dream job would be to work as a doctor with Doctors Without Borders, which is a nonprofit, and provide medical aid in French-speaking African countries. So it's been a little while since my first pageant, but my biggest advice is to be prepared. You can never be too prepared, but you can be underprepared, and remember to just have fun and be yourself. My favorite 2 Harry Potter characters are Sirius and Snape. Favorite book is The Fifth, and favorite movie is The Fifth. So I'm really excited to answer this question because there's a couple influences that I would love to have if I were the next Miss Teen USA, and it's all about breaking stereotypes. So I'd like to break a stereotype that women can only do one thing, and I think that being successful at an Ivy League school while also balancing a national title would do that. So it is hard to manage a balance, but they're both 2 things that I love and both things that are prominent in my life, so as long as you have a great schedule, it'll be okay. I won't answer exactly who I voted for in the primary, but I will say that it's important for everyone voting in the general election to know the candidates and to know which one suits them best. My main platform is Nationwide Children's Hospital, but I'm also an ambassador for the Pink Ribbon Girls, which is an organization that provides support for breast cancer survivors and patients. So why I chose Yale is a bunch of reasons, but the main one is that I didn't have to compromise. Yale had everything that I wanted. I had a few great choices, but it was ultimately the school for me. Honestly, the sense of community that I get living in Ohio is there at Yale. It's something that I looked for in every other college and couldn't find. So of course I'm excited about the big move from Ohio to Connecticut, but that also means that I have to say goodbye to people that I love, my friends and my family, and it's going to be really sad. The part about my job is that I get to learn what kind of environment I would like to be in after medical school, either private practice, a hospital, or the field. Advice for interviews to just be yourself. Funny story from my first interview, I actually told the judges that I would want to add fish tacos to the school menu if I were principal for the day. I would be yellow if I can only be one color for the rest of my life because it's bright, it's vibrant, and in Ohio you need a little bit of that. So I do model with Newview Model Management in Cincinnati, Ohio. They're one of our amazing sponsors for Miss Ohio USA, but I actually got my start in my sophomore year. I'm going to answer some quick rapid-fire questions as my last Q&A snap. If I could live anywhere, it would be France. My favorite travel destination is Hawaii. My favorite Disney movie is The Princess and the Frog. Favorite season is summer, and favorite ice cream flavor is mint chocolate chip. Thank you all who sent in questions throughout the day. I'm really sorry if I didn't get to it, but it's getting pretty late here, and it's time for me to read. So before I officially sign off, I'd like to remind everybody to download the Miss U app on the App Store and to watch Miss Teen USA on July 30th. I hope you all had a fun time watching my takeover today. I had such a great time showing you around my state and into my daily life. And be sure to root for this Buckeye girl at Miss Teen USA.